Hi, I'm Katie, but I'm better known as Kathleen in the veterinary world. I worked as a veterinary technician, head vet technician at several hospitals in different states for about 15 years before I retired to become a mom of human children and not just pets. And while I was a veterinary technician, one of my main passions was dental hygiene for pets. When I found out how vital it was for their overall health and well-being, because when you see that red line on the gum line, the bacteria is already getting into the bloodstream and it will start affecting and wearing down every single major organ in the body, leading to disease and early death. I wanted to be a major part of helping owners understand this and giving them tips and tricks and making dental home care easy for them. And that's what I want to do for you today. So I am happy to share this with you. Feel free to contact me below. This is what I've done, education on dental care and a lot of other stuff. So I am happy to answer your questions if I can. And let's get started.
I recommend doing your best to brush your pet's teeth every day. Most animals accept brushing very well if they are introduced to the routine in a positive and rewarding way. It may take several days for your pet to become comfortable with this new routine, so be patient. Start by introducing a small amount of animal-approved toothpaste on your finger and let your pet lick it off. Human toothpaste is toxic to pets, so please do not use it.
See that? Look. It's on my finger. Ooh, is that delicious? Yum, yum. Let's try a little bit more. What a good girl. That's a good girl. I've got an idea. Down.
You can give this to your pet when you would normally give them a treat. This is to help your pet mentally think of dental care as a treat rather than a bother. The next step is to offer the paste on your finger again, but this time rub your finger along the outer surfaces of your pet's teeth. Be careful not to restrain your pet in any way. Do not even hold their head steady at this point. Restraint will reinforce the idea that toothbrushing can be a scary experience rather than a great reward. Also, do not open your pet's mouth at this time or try to brush inside the teeth. If your pet backs away, just stop and try again the next time. Once this is tolerated, you can try a finger brush if you like. This is just a training tool to get them used to a different texture. You can completely skip this if you'd like.
Good girl, you're so excited.
Over time, you do want to work up to about 30 seconds per side if your pet will tolerate this. Give lots of praise and a healthy treat if desired after each training session. The best home care you can offer your pet is working up to brushing with a bristled toothbrush that is well fitted to your pet's mouth.
Okay, this time Mommy's going to move it. Are you ready?
Once you are confident that your pet likes and looks forward to toothbrushing, you can use a second hand to gently lift up the lips to check your progress while you're brushing. Now with my dogs, I switched over to a battery-operated toothbrush because I got them used to the noise. They hear me using one, and they're well accepting to it. They also have large mouths, and it fits easily in their mouths. This toothbrush is not going to work for all pet mouth shapes or all pet temperaments, so be very careful if you want to upgrade to this, but it's a really nice way to double up on how much effort you're putting into brushing each tooth, to have the toothbrush do a little bit of the work for you. There are several other tools to help you maintain your pet's oral health, and you can read about that below the description, but nothing can replace the benefits of professional cleaning. That tartar that is solidified to your pet's teeth is very, very difficult to remove, and it gets up underneath the gum line. Plaque is easy to remove because plaque has not cemented down into a hard calcified substance yet. Tartar is extremely difficult to remove, and a lot of people who try to remove it without anesthesia end up scratching the delicate enamel of their pet's teeth and damaging the teeth. Also, during a dental cleaning, you want to find a veterinarian who does dental x-rays. So much can be hidden up underneath the gum line. Think of the tooth like an iceberg. There is so much up underneath the gum line where disease can hide that we want to know for sure if it needs to be treated or not before sending your pet home with what apparently looks like clean teeth, but there was an infection that was unaddressed.
It's a tight space. Tight space. Come on. Over here. Sit. Good girl. Okay. Ready to turn on your toothbrush? Are you ready? You gonna turn on your toothbrush? You gonna brush your teeth? You gonna be a super good girl? Yeah?
Okay, here we go. But I don't care about that. Oh, there's those pearly whites. Oh, that's so good. Aren't you the best dog? Now, Andy, would you like to help her brush her teeth? Sure. Okay. Do you know how to turn it on?
Yes.
Okay, now don't grab her face. Come right here. Turn on like this. Oh, come on. Careful, don't brush her nose.
Good time. Done.
She's all done?
Uh-huh.
Oh, she's a good girl.
Good girl.
Oh, good girl.
My turn. Okay. I already brushed my teeth.
You did already brush your teeth.
So what am I going to do?
Okay. Here is a major tip for brushing your pet's teeth on a consistent basis. Here's my toothbrush. Here's my pet's toothbrushes. And the reason they are here together in the bathroom is so I remember when I grab mine, theirs is right there to remind me. Because if you put this toothbrush somewhere that's out of the way that you're not going to remember, you're not going to remember. So wherever it is that you spend quality time with your pet on a regular basis or something to prompt you to remember, do what you need to do to make sure that this is in front of you every single day, at least once, if not twice a day, so you're being diligent and consistent with their teeth. Now, Scotch here is my elderly three-legged cat. He is almost 18, so he's an old veteran at this toothbrushing thing. And when you are doing toothbrushing with cats, you want to get the very, very tiny toothbrush that they make for cats. Sometimes you can find a pediatric toothbrush that's like this, an infant toothbrush, but usually the ones for cats made by C.E.T. are absolute perfection for the size of their mouth. And it gets really tight back here, and you want that little teeny tip. It's angled just perfectly, as you can see there. So with cats, I do not do the same as I do with dogs because cats are not little dogs. One thing that cats really despise is to have their mouths opened up. And anybody who's given medication to a cat really understands that. So I want to give my cats confidence that I'm not trying to pry their mouths open when I'm doing this toothbrushing. Their tongues do a great job on the inside of their teeth, so I don't even worry about that. I'm focusing on the outside, getting the enzymatic toothpaste there. So to let him know that I'm not trying to open up his mouth, I'm actually going to put my thumb here underneath his chin and my fingers rested up here on his forehead, comfortably like that. And I'm going to put just a tiny little bit of pressure to let him know I don't want his mouth open. I actually want it to remain closed. So then, what are you so nervous about? All right, sweetie. So then I can start toothbrushing just like that. And then move on to this side. I'm holding that mouth closed. Good boy. And you'll do the same thing with cats to get them used to it, a little bit on your finger first. I also like to put toothpaste on the toothbrush and just leave it down for them to explore so they can chew on the bristles themselves and get used to it that way. And then we move on to slowly toothbrushing. And the same with them, once or twice a day, as much as you can do. Get them comfortable with it. Give them a treat afterwards if that helps too. And make sure that you have a flavor that they're really enjoying. So if you can, ask for samples or get one or two flavors to see which one they like, because cats tend to be a lot more picky than dogs when it comes to flavors, and you want to make sure that they're really enjoying the experience. I hope this video was super encouraging and insightful for you. Again, if you have any questions, please do contact me below. I have written out everything detailed in this video below, so it's a nice, easy read through if you'd like, and you can also copy paste and save it for when you need it for later. Thank you again for watching, and have a wonderful week. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I am going to recommend that you also talk to your veterinarian. If you're fortunate enough to live in the Portland metro area in Oregon, I can recommend an amazing veterinary hospital to you called Cascade Summit Animal Hospital, and the information for that is linked below as well. I also know of an excellent veterinarian in the Dallas-Fort Worth area as well as in the San Diego area. So please look at those links below.